Every one of us has a fortress to build. The fortress of our financial future. But too many people are building their lives on shifting sands, with flimsy materials and no clear plan. They're constructing a life on debt, constantly patching holes with borrowed money, only to watch it all crumble under the slightest pressure. We're sold the myth of the financial jackpot, the viral trend, the crypto craze, the stock tip from a friend. We're told that a beautiful, sturdy life is built with a single lucky brick. But true, lasting financial freedom is not a matter of luck. It's a matter of architecture. It's about laying a solid foundation, using time-tested materials, and following a blueprint for durability. Today we're going to talk about becoming the architect of your own destiny. We're going to ditch the get-rich-quick fantasies and embrace the simple, undeniable power of building something real. This is the Architect's Manifesto, a guide to constructing a financial fortress so strong that it can withstand any storm. Before you can build anything of value, you must first clear the land. For most of us, this land is covered in the rubble of debt. Credit card bills, car payments, student loans. This debt is not just a monthly payment. It's a chain. It shackles your most valuable asset, your income, and commits it to paying for yesterday's purchases. You are, quite literally, a slave to the lender. Think about it. That average car payment of $500 a month isn't just money. It's the bricks, the mortar, and the steel you could be using to build your financial fortress. Instead, you're paying rent on a liability that's depreciating every day. You're building someone else's empire, not your own. Clearing the land of debt is the single most important, most liberating act you can perform. It's a purposeful, strategic move that says, my future is more important than my past. When you pay off your debt, you're not just closing an account, you're taking back control of your income. You're freeing up the resources you need to start building something that will last. This isn't just about money. It's about dignity. It's about the feeling of waking up in the morning, knowing that every dollar you earn is yours to command, not someone else's to claim. It's the foundation of freedom. Once the land is clear, the real work begins, laying the foundation. This is the most unglamorous part of the process, but it's where true strength is born. We're talking about the unsexy power of consistency. This is not about a single, massive investment that you hope will strike gold. This is about a small, consistent, automated investment that you never miss. This is the secret that all millionaires share. They didn't get there with a home run. They got there with 1,000 base hits. They built their fortune not on luck, but on the simple, boring, and utterly reliable principle of compounding interest. Imagine you were to take that $500 from your now paid-off car and invest it every month into a good mutual fund. From age 30 to 70, that simple, consistent action could turn into over $5 million. That's not a fantasy. That's math. The most powerful tool in your toolkit isn't a complex trading algorithm. It's a monthly automated investment that you never touch and never think about. The true secret to wealth is not about what you know. It's about what you do. It's the act of showing up, month after month, year after year, and putting your money to work for you. It's the savings rate, not the hot stock tip, that determines your financial destiny. A master architect doesn't build with just one material. A strong fortress requires a mix of stone, steel, and mortar. The same is true for your investments. This is where we talk about the blueprint for durability, understanding the materials you're using. You don't need a degree in finance to get this. It's simple. We found that a winning strategy is to diversify your investments across 4 types of growth stock mutual funds. Growth and income, the cornerstone. Think of these as the big, sturdy stones in your foundation. These are large, stable companies, also called large cap or blue chip funds. They don't move as fast, but they provide stability when the market gets rough. Growth, the framework. These are the building's main frame. They're medium-sized companies, mid-cap funds that are growing steadily. They're your reliable workhorses, often mirroring the market's overall performance. Aggressive growth, the dynamic elements. This is where you add some flair to the building, the wild new designs. These are small, rapidly growing companies, small cap funds. They're more volatile, but they have the highest potential for massive growth. International, the global resilience. You can't build a fortress in a bubble. These are overseas companies that provide a layer of diversification, protecting you from a downturn in a single market. This isn't complicated. A good mutual fund has a prospectus, a 2-page document that shows its performance. If that fund's line is consistently below the S&P 500 line, don't buy it. Find a fund that is a winner. The track record is everything. I like neighborhoods with big oak trees. I like funds with a long winning track record. A beautifully designed fortress is useless without a master builder to guide it. This is about the master builder's mindset. Taking command of your project and not letting emotions, fear, or reckless advice hijack your plan. All the data shows that people who invest alone are more likely to panic and sell at exactly the wrong time. They listen to a frantic newscaster predicting the end of the world and make a catastrophic emotional decision. This is where a good financial advisor becomes invaluable. They're not just a salesperson. They have the heart of a teacher. They're the person who sits on the other side of the table and says, "Don't jump. Stick to the plan." But you can't just hand over the keys and walk away. This is your fortress. This is your legacy. You need to understand the blueprint, the materials, and the process. You don't need a master's degree, but you need a basic understanding. You need to look at your investments, ask questions, and hold people accountable. The true master builder understands that success isn't an event. It's a process. It's the relentless discipline of building, protecting, and commanding your financial future. The plan is laid out. The tools are ready. The choice is yours. Will you continue to build on shifting sands, chasing every trend and hoping for a lucky break? Or will you embrace the mindset of a master architect, clear the land of debt, lay the foundation of consistent investing, and build a fortress so strong that it guarantees your future and changes your family tree forever? Your financial fortress awaits your command. Start building today.